Hey, welcome back to my channel. Meg here. So excited to have you joining me today. If you don't know me, I'm a brand photographer who is super passionate about helping business owners really create the business and life of their dreams. Photographers like you, I love to empower photographers like you to build a thriving, sustainable business. I don't believe in the starving artist mentality. I believe that we can be super abundant doing work that we absolutely love. And that's really my purpose and my mission of this channel. So thank you for joining me. Today, we are talking about 4 easy ways you can market yourself better as a brand photographer and start attracting more clients today. Okay, before we dive into marketing, will you do me a huge favor and just subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you've been following me a while, like this video, and feel free to share this with anyone you think it would be helpful for. So the first tip with marketing and attracting more clients is I want you to start sharing behind the scenes video clips from your client photo shoots on your Instagram stories and tagging your clients. You've probably heard me talk about this before, and I'm just so surprised like how many photographers are still not doing it. This is one of the #1 ways I have been generating more leads and getting in front of new possible clients on Instagram. And it's so easy. You can spend just 5 to 10 minutes capturing just some fun 15-second clips in Instagram or a few boomerang of them walking or talking about what they do or a little dance move or just kind of talking and showing the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. You can even set your camera up on a little camera stand, phone camera stand. I always bring this now to get a little time lapse a couple times throughout your session of you posing the client and going through a couple different poses in an area. Your clients love them too because your clients can use this to create Instagram reels or for content on their social media. It's a really fun little bonus to offer your clients. And when you tag your clients, when you upload to your own stories, they're going to repost and tag you. And so all of a sudden, their entire audience, who are probably people like them who need your help, are going to be connected with you and get excited and want to know more and probably follow you. Tip number 2 is to craft an elevator pitch that stands out and is unique. So your elevator pitch should be 1 to 2 sentences, and it should make me really want to get to know you more or learn a little bit more about what you have to offer. So you want your elevator pitch to clearly communicate who you are and what you offer, what you do, how you stand out or what makes you kind of a little bit unique, and who you serve, who is your ideal client. You can also share your brand mission if you have that dialed in. People love to hear about why you do what you do. But the biggest thing I want you to remember is try to make your elevator pitch unique and not cookie cutter. You don't want to sound like every other brand photographer working with business owners in your area. You don't want to blend in. Remember, we want to stand out. So we want it to be in our unique brand voice, how we would normally be talking to our clients, writing an email, showing up online. And ideally, if you can actually communicate through that elevator pitch, your brand promise. And brand promise is something I work on in my mastermind, crafting the brand promise, elevator pitch, brand story. We really dive into this deep for a whole month. So if you want more information about that, join the waitlist below so you find out first the next time the mastermind is open. The reason an elevator pitch is so important is because you want to get really good and really comfortable about talking about what you do and what you offer and how you can serve people. And it takes practice. You just want to feel really confident. It should flow organically. It shouldn't sound like you're reading. So you can also practice this, before going to those events a few times out loud in your car, and just know that you don't have to nail every single word. Every time I say my elevator pitch, it's probably a little bit different, and that's okay. You want to really talk from the heart. Speaking of pitching yourself with your elevator pitch, another place we can share that is in our email list. And that is my next tip for you, is to start your email list now. If you don't already have an email list going, this is one of those things that's always like one of the biggest regrets of experienced business owners. They're like, why didn't I start my email list sooner? I should have started it sooner. I wish I had started it sooner. So if you don't already have that, it is never too soon to start. Even if you only have 1, 2, or 3 people you've worked with, 3 clients, you could start the list there, add them to the list, and start emailing at least once a month. Yes, more is better, but if you just start showing up consistently once a month with an email newsletter, that's going to build more consistency and trust, and you're going to start to build those relationships with your clients. I know one of the biggest hangups to starting an email list is just the technology and how to do it and how to pick the right email platform. There's so many out there. I mean, there is ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, ConvertKit, Flowdesk, Squarespace. There's a million options, and I want you to not get overwhelmed, but just to choose one. If you want my advice, I actually recommend Flowdesk because they have beautifully crafted email templates, and they're super easy to use and get started with. And I know a lot of creatives and photographers who use Flowdesk, and every email I get from them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. And it just makes the experience on the other end of reading the email so much better. So for me, learning new technology was a big pain point and kind of a challenge I had to overcome when I became a business owner. But this is just something you're going to have to get comfortable with, because in our online digital world, things change all the time with marketing. I mean, Instagram changes every few months. You just have to get really comfortable at watching how-to videos like on YouTube and just learning these new things one at a time. It just is part of being a business owner, okay? It's not going to go away. You can't avoid it. So just try it. Just do it. You'll learn as you do. As you start your email list, you'll figure it out along the way, and you'll realize, oh, it's actually not that hard. Now that I have it going, it's not a big deal. Another thing I see that holds people up from starting their email list is they don't know what to do for the free opt-in, the freebie that people get, and they overthink this. I know I definitely did, and I made this long guide to planning your brand photo shoot that is great, and I'm glad I have it now, but I didn't need to do all that. So one idea you could do, and you can totally steal this, is a little checklist of how to best prepare for your brand photo shoot. You could share little resources on there, links to blogs you like, or products that you recommend getting, like your favorite confetti for the camera, or, links to your hair and makeup people you recommend booking, or just little hacks that will help them feel more confident and prepared showing up to their photo shoot. That would be super valuable. You could make that in about 30 minutes on Canva using a Canva template, and then it's done. And you can use that to get your email list going, to add value. Tip number 4 is the client experience survey and requesting reviews. So this is something I do in an email that goes out automatically a few weeks after my clients receive their final gallery of images. It's really important that we are getting real feedback from our actual clients about our client experience and that final gallery of images. Now, I know this is sometimes not easy for our egos. And it's really easy to take things personally in business, especially in the beginning of your business, because it's your baby, right? And it's hard not to get emotionally invested and take things personally, but I want to encourage you to really separate your own emotions, your own ego, and not take feedback personally. Even negative feedback. Honestly, when I get negative feedback, it doesn't happen often, but it's happened a couple times. But it's the most valuable feedback I've gotten in my business, because it's always made me stretch me and made me become a better photographer, a better business owner, because usually there is something that I'm not perfect at. I do have flaws. I'm only human. And so when a client can actually give me some honest feedback, it helps me assess, what I need to shift and change in my business. And in that same email, you can request a review from your clients. So I actually include this in my Confident Brand Photographer course, is the actual email template I send that you can get in there and customize. But essentially it has 3 parts. So first I say, I just wanted to check in with you and invite you to take my client experience survey so I can continue to make your experience with Meg Marie Photography even better. And then I add the link to the survey, and then I invite them to leave a Google review, reminding them how important reviews are for my small business. And then lastly, I invite them to text me a 15 to 30 second video testimonial. And what you can do for this, because it's not easy, getting on video for people, but if you can incentivize them to do this for you with some kind of little fun bonus, maybe it's a little discount on their next shoot, or maybe they can get some extra bonus photos added to their gallery, or maybe you're doing like a giveaway. There's a lot of ways we can incentivize to collect these video testimonials. And video testimonials are so important for marketing these days. I mean, I would argue they are the number 1 best marketing tool that we have, is a video testimonial from a client. So highly encourage you to start getting these now if you're not already. I want to also leave you with a little bonus tip / resource as a thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you haven't already downloaded it, I have a resource that has 3 free email templates that I use with my clients. You can grab that at photographerfreebies.com, customize it, and start using it in your own client experience. And let's just do a quick recap. So, how you are going to start generating more leads and booking more clients in your photography business is, number 1, you're going to start capturing 3 to 5 behind the scenes videos at every photo shoot, sharing them to your Instagram stories and tagging your clients. Number 2, you're going to craft an elevator pitch that stands out. Number 3, you're going to start your email list today and start emailing your client list at least once a month. And number 4, you're going to start sending a client experience survey and review request to every single client you work with. I really hope these are helpful. I wanted to give you some really actionable and easy, simple things you can do if you're not already doing them to really market yourself and grow your brand and business even better. If you are ready for even more support in your business, I would love to support you more, and I want to invite you to at least join the waitlist for my Mastermind that only opens once a year, so that you'll be the first one to get all the information in case it's a perfect fit for you. And that's it. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know as you start to implement these tips, if you start to get more clients, more leads, so I can celebrate with you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below. I appreciate you. Have a great week.